one. The My Guys Podcast.
Yes, sir.
In unison.
I like that.
One time.
What's up, my guy?
Part two.
Get it.
Yeah.
Back at it again. Welcome back for part 2. It's the My Guys Podcast, episode 13, week 8 NFL preview fantasy implications. You are back with the one and only P-Way 55, PJ Alfred, with my guy
Jay Willie, Too Silly. We are back. We gonna give y'all the rundown, man. We even gonna put some game lines in here for y'all, man. So let's get it, man.
We're gonna jump right into it. Jump right into it. I like it. And before I do it, I would like to say that My Guys Podcast is brought to you by FitByCaddy.com. Let's get right.
LeBron needs a trainer, man.
Let's go. Role reversal.
Yeah.
Well, I'll start it off. I'll get it popping for us this week. Thursday night football. We got the Vikings going into Los Angeles to face the Chargers. This is going to be a good game on the docket. I like this game. I like this game a lot. Obviously, Minnesota has a very good defense, and the Chargers can't run the ball right now. So anything from a fantasy standpoint, you got the new hot tight end who everybody's picking up off waivers. Of course, you got the big three, the receivers. I'm still firing up all three of these pass catchers just because they don't have a dominant run game. So I feel like if they're going to win, you have to lean on Herbert and the wide receivers.
For sure. I mean, the Vikings had a chance against the Eagles. The Chargers, O-line issues. They did get Joe All back, though.
Indeed.
They did get the left tackle back, so they're improving there. They got Khalil Mack back. Chargers are back on a forward tilt, in my opinion. I know I'm with the Chargers this week.
So am I.
So are you. So, I don't know. Justin Herbert, like I said, when it came down to it, I'm just taking Justin Herbert over Carson Wentz.
Yeah. Now, I will say, with that being said, I think you can still play Jettis. I think you can still play Addison. I still think you can play Mason this game. TJ Hockenson is the one that I'm iffy about. They got Derwin James over there for the Chargers, so he's a problem for tight ends. He's one of the best safeties in the league. So be wary for that. But I think all pass catchers, both sides of the balls, with the exception of, ironically, both tight ends, just because the rookie, what's his name? You just picked him up. Didn't you pick him up?
Gatson.
So did you see his dad has him in fantasy and didn't start him the past 2 weeks?
That's crazy.
Even crazier, he's not going to start him next week. He don't want to mess up the juju. So, all right, man. Go ahead, Pops.
Hey, you also got to remember, too, I mean, a lot of teams are on bye.
Bye-pocalypse.
You may not have an option but to play Gatson if you need a tight end.
Yep. And speaking of that, before we even go to the next game, teams on bye. We got Detroit, the Rams, Jaguars, Seattle, Arizona, as well as Vegas, all on bye. Good call out by you.
Yeah.
Let's keep it moving.
Keep it moving. Did you say the spread and all that too?
Oh, correct. You just said it. Yeah, and I'm already slipping on my job. Already slipping. Well, look, DraftKings has the line set at +3 for the Vikings. Chargers a home team. We're not getting in. I'm not going to get into if I think they're going to cover or anything like that. I just want to state the line for the facts is where Vegas and the brains, the smarts out in Vegas see it. But they are in agreement with us, so they got the Chargers favorite. So let's keep it moving.
On to the next one. So we have Miami heading to Atlanta to play the Falcons. I know I'm on Atlanta here.
I'm also on Atlanta.
They had a rough week last week, but they should be able to bounce back against a Dolphins team that really doesn't know what's going on.
Struggling.
I expect a bounce back game from Tua. Not enough for them to win here. Falcons defense is definitely a good streamer.
Yeah, I'm actually on the other side. I don't think Tua bounces back just for what you were about to say. I think you were about to say the Falcons defense is on fire right now.
No, I wasn't going to say they're on fire, but more so.
Well, okay, I was. I like what the Falcons defense is really doing. I think Tua has another turnover-riddled game this year, or this particular. Now, Achane, fire up and all cylinders. I don't know about Waddle because he's the only person you got to worry about. They got A.J. Terrell on the other side with Jesse Bates over the top in the back. So I don't know if Waddle or Tua is going to have a good game. I think this is a Devon Achane game. The Falcons are the favorites. We're both on the Falcons, as we said, by 7.5 points, according to the DK line. But like I said, look, I thought now granted Cleveland has a rough defense, I get it, and weather conditions were absolutely terrible last week.
Yeah.
But Miami looks so bad. They just do not look like a good team. Like I said, Miami, I'll throw Tennessee, Miami and Tennessee are glad that the Jets are around. Because, I mean, these are the 3 worst teams. And ironic, I remember I said at the beginning of this that the Saints would be the worst team in the NFL this year.
Mm-hmm.
I was wrong.
They look better than these 3 teams.
I take it back, combined.
Also, you got to remember, too, a lot of times when a team does have a horrible outing like that, they normally do bounce back. So I wouldn't sit here and assume that. Oh, one more thing, too, is that the Dolphins kind of depend on A-Chain. Cleveland Brown has the #1 rush defense. When you can't get the ball to your best player, that obviously is going to affect your team. So, like I said, I expect a little bit of a bounce back from the Dolphins this week, but then not enough to overcome the Falcons, who are also a bit embarrassed.
Yep.
After only putting up 10 points last week.
We are in agreement there. Mm-hmm. Next game on the docket, we got the Ravens coming off a bye against the Bears. Now, the records coming into this game, you got the Bears at 4-2, and you got the Ravens at 1-5. Mm-hmm. I'm on the Ravens pending the return of Lamar Jackson. This is earlier in the week when we were actually recording this episode. Mm-hmm. So I would like to see a Friday practice before I actually commit to picking him. Vegas does not feel that way. Vegas feels as if Lamar will be playing because they are -6.5 favorites. The Ravens are. So that leans to me that Lamar is more likely playing than not likely playing. With that being said, I believe we both are on the Ravens. Now, on the flip side, I'm sorry. Before I go to the flip side, Derrick Henry, I think he's going to start to figure it out coming back. He had a good game right before the bye.
Although the Bears defense did look pretty good against the Saints.
True. The Saints don't have Lamar Jackson
or Derrick
Henry. Yeah. Big facts. Zay Flowers might be a iffy play this week because the Chicago does have a good secondary. Mm-hmm. But I do like the pass catchers for the Bears. I think Rome has a big bounce back week against this weak Ravens secondary, and I think Caleb has a good game. Cortland Loveland could be a sneaky play this week with all the buys that we mentioned, and there is no who's ahead of him, Cole Kmet. There's no Cole Kmet. Yeah, he's still recovering.
Nice.
So Cortland Loveland could be a good pick. We're both on the Ravens.
We're both on the Ravens. Also, you want to do another bet on Zay Flowers? I think he'll have a better week. Another shot.
Oh damn, man! I didn't even get my shot for this week. You do owe me a shot. Hold on, we'll pull it. Look, we'll double down and just give me 2 of them next week. It's cool. I ain't gonna leave the show to go pull up. All right. So Zay Flowers over the past few weeks, 24, 11, 2, 10, 10, and 6. Mm-hmm. Projected to get 12.7 per sleeper. Where are you trying to set the line?
I mean, he has had decent games in our league.
Yeah, that's right.
10, 10, 2, 11, 11. You want to set it at over 10, over 11? You set it at 11 for Flowers?
See, he's cleared 11 twice.
Yeah, only twice he's cleared 11.
I'll do 11.
You do 11?
I'll do 11.
All right, over 11.
All right, I'm going to have to get us a little sounder when we lock it. Oh, I got it. I got it.
You got it already?
Anytime we lock in a bet.
All right. Yeah.
Lock it in. Lock it in. My guy. So I say Zay Flowers is not going to get more than 11 points.
You think he goes under 11?
Under 11.
Okay.
And you say Zay Flowers will go
over 11.
Over 11.
Yeah.
That's going to be the sound every time we make a bet.
It is.
I like it. All right. Let's keep it moving.
On to the next game, guys. We got Buffalo coming out of their bye, heading down to Carolina to play the Panthers. Now, mind you, the Panthers have been, in my opinion, better at home this season. They are not so good on the road. That's where they went to New England and got their butts smacked up pretty good. But the Panthers are an interesting team. They have Chuba Hubbard. They have Rico Dowdle.
No Bryce Young
Ted McMillan. No Bryce Young. Although I think Andy Dalton is, in my opinion, just as good.
One of the better backups.
Yeah, just as good as Bryce Young, in my opinion, as far as for the Panthers. I believe we're both on the Bills here. Bills, yes. I believe they're on a 2-game losing streak going into their bye.
No way they lose 3 in a row.
James Cook hasn't been playing his normal self on the season. Josh Allen either.
Last 2 games especially.
Yeah. So I think Bills find a way to win here. They've had 2 weeks to prepare for the Panthers, and I think they'll come in with a good game plan.
All right. In regards to the line, the Carolina Panthers are actually home dogs +7. DK actually sees this being a high scoring game. You got a 46.5 over under. So they're assuming that he's going to get a lot of points in this game from Dalton. So just with that insinuation, looks like DraftKings agrees with you, Dalton coming in and holding it down.
Yeah.
I think this is a big game for Keon Coleman. I think they are not going to move their corner around, and I think Keon Coleman and his big body has a big week. I think this is going to be the best week for Keon Coleman.
Okay.
Keon Coleman best week coming up.
Okay. On to the next, my boy.
On to the next one. We got the struggling New York Jets going into Cincinnati, Who Dey territory, to face my Bengals. I'm on the Bengals this week, along with my boy Jay here. The Jets are struggling. There's no way you can ride with the Jets this week, especially with Flacco seemingly looking like he's getting a little bit more handle on the offense. Obviously, the longer he's in there, the more comfortable he's going to feel. He's a veteran. My favorite quote of the week, I don't know if I said it last week, was Mike Tomlin. Did you see Mike Tomlin's quote?
What he said? Oh, talking about Joe Flacco?
Yeah, trading a quarterback in division to another opponent that's struggling at that. Look, Mike kept it real, and I can respect it. Yeah. But I'm not playing anybody from the Jets except for one player, foreshadowing, Breece Hall. That's it. Yeah. I'm not touching Justin Fields this week. I don't care. He has no pass catchers. I don't care about Mason Taylor. I will ride him out on my bench. I'm not playing any of them.
Yeah.
Flip side of that, I love Joe Flacco. I like Joe Flacco this week. I love Chase. I love Higgins this week. I've been talking about Sauce Gardner's struggles all year. He's not the same corner. He's not the all-pro that we've seen. So I think both of these guys figured out a way. The one I'm most curious about is Chase Brown. Do we get that breakout 15 to 20-point game this week?
I would somewhat agree with you on that. I do think the Jets' defense is probably their best attribute. Their corners are not horrible. Now, are they on the same level as Jamar and T. Higgins? No. But do I think they'll give them a little bit of trouble? Yes.
Okay.
So again, they're still playable for sure. But in my opinion, I would taper my expectations just a bit down. Jamar Chase normally gets 30. He might only get 20. T. Higgins normally gets 15. He might only get 8 or 9. Hey, man. So that's just me.
Okay. I like it. Let's keep this thing rolling. Oh, I did not go over the line for that game. Does Vegas agree? Vegas agrees. Bengals -6.5.
Bengals -6.5. All
Indeed.
Right. On to the next. On to the next. We got San Francisco heading into Houston to play my Texans. Unfortunately, I'm not on the Texans in this one. I just something about that game last week that just made me lose a little bit of faith, especially after the 2-game win streak that we went into before the bye. Again, I think San Fran just is going to find a way to be able to run the ball, and I don't think we will.
Okay.
And that's going to be the difference maker.
Now, ironically, I'm on the flip side. I like the Texans this week. I feel like this is a trap game for San Francisco. They're riding high. Now,
definitely
if
be a trap game.
Purdy and some of these receivers come back healthy, like I said, we'll record this earlier, so we get that Friday practice. I might switch to San Francisco, but I think if the Texans get the team that they saw last week, the Texans' rush defense is pretty solid. I like the D-line.
It is.
And I think they will give San Francisco more fits. Christian McCaffrey's still going to do his thing, but the quarterback, it just might not be as fluid. And CJ Stroud could get it figured out if Nico does play, because he is a little bit questionable, a little bit banged up. I like Houston in this game, so I will.
Little Houston love.
Little Houston love.
But also, my bad. But also, just remember too that one of my sleepers for this one is Dalton Schultz. I think he's gonna be the one pass catcher for the
Fred Warner
for the Texans that can get something going.
All right. I like it. Well, I did hit the button and I'll hit it again.
We on to that next.
On to the next. We had the Cleveland Browns at 2-5 going to face the Patriots. I'm on the Patriots. Look, Cleveland doesn't have any just real offensive strategy or anything like that. I do think Judkins is playable this week, along with Fannin, the tight end. But the pass catching situation, I'm not playing Jerry Jeudy. the Patriots are a better team. They're a better coach right now. Drake May, you talked about it in the previous episode, is absolutely on fire. The receivers are starting to get more comfortable. And it's weird associating this, at least in the past couple of years, but the Patriots got weapons. You got Diggs, you got Booty, you got Henry, you got Ramondre, who, if he's not fumbling, he's playing pretty good. So they're giving Drake May some support. With that being said, I'm on the Patriots this week.
I am also on the Patriots. I do think the Patriots will have issues with Quinshon Judkins. Patriots' run defense isn't the best. On the flip side, Cleveland Browns' rush defense is the best. And Ramondre
could have a rough day.
He could have a rough day.
Yeah.
I think it'll have to go in Drake May's hands. He's gonna have to be able to hit Booty, hit Henry, and Diggs, and that's what's gonna have to win the game.
I'm with it.
I'm on the Patriots.
-7. I didn't say this for the last one, but Houston is actually favorite, -1.5 in that game.
Interesting.
So a little food for thought
to think about.
Whew, this is gonna be a good game. What you got?
New York Giants at the Philadelphia Eagles, a division game. Quick rematch. Eagles just lost to the Giants in their home, but 2 weeks ago. Yeah. I think the Eagles will take this one in the revenge game.
I agree.
Brandon Graham coming out of retirement.
Is that official?
It's official. I think. He'll be joining the Eagles defense.
Fun fact, Brandon Graham, co-MVP of the 2008?
2009?
2010? I was close. 2010 Senior Bowl. Who was the other MVP, you might ask? This guy right here, my guy, you know what I'm saying? Shout out 2010 Senior Bowl MVP.
If we was at the Thunderdome, we all see the jersey. But
yeah, in fact, that's that jersey that's hanging up. Indeed. I'm sorry.
Graham go way back. That's my dog, man. Shout out BG.
BG. Seems like a good dude.
Yeah, for sure, though. But yeah, I'm on the Eagles. Although I do think the Giants are an up-and-coming team. They're going to make it interesting. It's going to be a fun game to watch. I don't think you should miss this one, for sure.
I'm also on the Eagles that week. Yep. Does Vegas agree? Survey says, show me potato salad. I didn't went too far down. That's what happened. I scrolled to the next week. Vegas does agree. Eagles 7.5 favorites. I think you can fire up all your Eagles players this week. Confidence, Scatterbo, and Dart on the other side. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, at this point, I don't think Peak Team should be too worried about Devontae and AJ anymore.
Agreed.
Seems like
they are finding their groove. We got another interdivisional rivalry game. We got the Tampa Bay Bucks going to NOLA, New Orleans, to face the 1-6 Saints. I mean, look, this is an easy pick. Even though the Saints will make it competitive, and anything can happen in a division game. I'm on Tampa Bay this week. I don't care where they are. I just think they're a better team right now. So even though I will say this, Spencer Rattler is playing better ball. He's just not that guy. He's just not that dude. He's not there yet. He's doing what he can. The Bucks are actually road favorites by 4.5. So Vegas is agreeing with me and you being on the Tampa Bay side. Chris Olave could even be a shaky play this week, honestly. I think the only player I really want to play is Juwan Johnson. I don't know if Kamara gets off, but look, it's bipocalypse. We get it if you're in a bind and you have to play these players. What I'm saying, my boy just said it, temper your expectations for Chris Olave, for Alvin Kamara this week. You're going against Vita Vea and that Tampa Bay defense. They don't play around, so that's all I'm saying.
Tampa Bay, I'm on Tampa Bay for sure.
Yes, sir.
I think it's just something about coming off of a loss, especially the way the Buccaneers lost. No touchdowns, pure field goals. They'll be playing very hard, in my opinion. But again, this is the Saints and the Bucks. They have a vicious rivalry,
and we got to do this.
So we got to watch it.
One time, Mike Evans, man, broken collarbone. Local kid, he from Texas, Galveston around the way, man. That shit sucks. Yeah,
the 1,000-yard thing is probably done.
Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end.
Yep. We'll go on to the next.
The next one is going to be the Dallas Cowboys versus the Denver Broncos. Is this me or you? Is this me?
I think this is you, my boy.
Oh, shit. All right, well, let me... The Denver Broncos at 5-2 take on the 3-3-1 Dallas Cowboys. This is going to be, I think this has potential to be the game of the day. Two high-powered offenses. The only difference is Denver has the defense to help support their offense where Dallas doesn't. Dallas has a fantasy gold offense right now. Basically, their offense is amazing and their defense is terrible.
Yeah.
So fire up Pickens. Fire up CD. Javonte, maybe. He's been consistent, but this Denver defense is really, really good.
Yeah.
The Denver Broncos are favored 3.5 points. This is a road game for Dallas. I'm on the Broncos this week. I just like, I mean, I like what Bo Nix is doing, man. I like the weapons around him. I don't like Sean Payton, but he is a good coach. He is figuring out a way to get it done.
Yeah.
I do think this will be a competitive game, though. I don't think it's going to be a blowout or
for sure. It'll be competitive, mainly because the Cowboys are so damn hard to stop.
You know the over-under for this game?
What is it?
50 points. So this is your highest predicted score of the week.
I was about to say, that don't even seem that high.
50 points. No, oh no. That's very high.
So,
That's very high.
I think Bo Nix is starting to figure it out, man. I think that comeback at the end of the game is going to give him some confidence for sure going into this game.
Mm-hmm.
Their offense has been looking a little stagnant the past 2 weeks, especially when they play the Jets. They found a way to win, but their offense looks stagnant. And then, obviously, with the Giants game, the offense was stagnant most of the game into the fourth quarter. So, we'll have to see. I mean, I think the Cowboys can win this game.
I'm not going to be surprised if the Cowboys win. The problem is the Cowboys defense is just nothing. Like, they just give up passes. They just give up so much. So, like I said, I think if you like points, this is going to be the game for you to tune in to.
Let's go.
Next one.
On to the next one. We got the Tennessee Titans heading into Indianapolis to play on fire Indianapolis Colts.
That's hot.
Guys, you're playing Daniel Jones. You're playing Jonathan Taylor. Don't know if Josh Downs will be back.
I'm playing Pittman.
Michael Pittman.
Absolutely.
You might even be able to play Alec Pierce.
Tyler Warren for sure.
On the other side,
nobody.
Shit, I don't even know if you play Tony Pollard.
I'm not against the Colts defense.
Honestly, the Tony Pollard play. This is a division game, guys. Titans have played the Colts so many times. It's a different game. So, could you play Tony Pollard? In my opinion, yes. He might mess around and get 2 touchdowns.
No,
but
not.
Taper your expectations because, again, the Colts defense is not a pushover. So, that's my take on
you want to make another shot bet?
Nah, I'm not making a shot on that.
All right, I was just curious. I had to test the water.
For Shody.
All right, so for the next one, the Sunday night football, the Aaron Rodgers Bowl. So we got the Green Bay Packers at 4-1-1 facing the 4-2 Steelers at home. Aaron Rodgers going up against his former team for, I think, the second time in his career. I think he's faced them once before. Should be another entertaining game. To me, this is a big Jordan Love prove it to me game. Like we talked about it on the last episode. I don't think Jordan Love has been playing good football. The Steelers' defense is very faux. And what I mean by that is it looks very intimidating when you read it on paper. But when you line up against them, they can be had. And especially if you get the running game going with Josh Jacobs, to me, this is the game where Jordan Love should step it up and excel against this secondary, who's just a little older. I think Matthew Golden should have a good game against these slow, old-ass dudes in that secondary for the Steelers. But I'm on Josh Jacobs, and I'm also on DK on the other side. I think DK bounces back this week against the Packers. Now, in regards to a pick, I'm on the Packers this week, and you are on...
I'm on the Steelers. I'm on the Steelers. I think they find a way to bounce back. Aaron Rodgers playing the Packers is going to be an interesting storyline for sure. I'm pretty sure Aaron Rodgers don't give a shit about it. But at the end of the day, the media is going to make a big deal about it. I think the Steelers are going to bounce back at home. Like I said, Packers have felt like fakers. They felt like they're a good team on paper, but they're not playing consistently enough. So I'm going to go with the Steelers. I think the Packers take another loss. Their second loss of the season.
Well, I disagree. I will say Vegas is on my side. Packers -3 going into Pittsburgh. Go ahead and wrap up week 8 for me, man. Monday Night Football. What did it look like?
Washington, the Jaden Daniels-less Commanders are heading over to the Mahomes in Kansas City. Chiefs have been firing on all cylinders. They literally just came off a shutout, 31-point win. Rashid Rice is back. Things are looking up for the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs continue to roll here. They go to 5-3.
I like it.
What you think?
I mean, I agree. I'm on Kansas City. No Jaden Daniels. Even though I think Marcus Mariota is a very good backup and he can definitely come in there and hold it down. Chiefs defense too good. The way Mahomes has been playing lately, he's been out of his mind. I'm also on the Chiefs this week. So that wraps it up. Week 8 in the books.
With the quickness.
I like it. But we couldn't get out of here without throwing out a couple players we checking out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Who you checking out this week, man? Yeah. What you got?
I'm checking out. Okay, y'all. So y'all know we've been holding it down with the check 'em outs.
That's right.
Okay. So I'm gonna go with who I just talked about. Mahomes versus the Commanders defense. Their DBs have not been holding it down. Mahomes is gonna light them up. I mean, he's gonna throw, I think, for over 250. And make sure you got him in your lineups. And Daniel Jones too. I think he's gonna have a good day against the Titans' abysmal defense.
Yeah, you can do your whole lineup.
The whole lineup?
Yeah, do your whole lineup.
Okay. My running back.
Do it and I'll do mine after
Quinshon Judkins. I like him this week. We talked about that a little bit earlier. And Breece Hall. I know a lot of teams, these guys might not be your favorites to start, maybe Judkins, but I think they have good weeks this week. Wide receiver, T-Mac for the Panthers.
All right.
PJ also brought up a good point. Xavier Legette. Andy Dalton likes Xavier Legette. I think T-Mac has the better matchup. He better learn to love T-Mac if he want to stay on the field. That's their first round pick.
Okay.
All right. Also, I like Stephon Diggs versus. I forget who the Patriots are playing.
No, I literally just said it. The Panthers. Yeah, they're playing each other. No.
The Patriots.
They're
playing the Browns.
The Browns.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I don't think New England's gonna have a good time running the ball, but I think they're gonna throw it, and Diggs is the guy. Tight end, Dalton Schultz for the Texans, and then defense is Indy versus Tennessee.
Okay.
Who you checking out, my boy?
All right, so for my check 'em outs this week, we just talked about this game too. I got Bo Nix versus the Cowboys. I got Breece Hall. I said there, foreshadowing, there was only going to be one bright spot in that particular game. It's going to be Breece Hall.
We both on Breece tonight.
Exactly. Also, keep an eye on J.K. Dobbins versus that weak Dallas Cowboys defense. Could have a good bounce back week. From a receiving standpoint, I like Pittman versus Tennessee, especially if Downs misses a week. I think he goes off. I like Higgins versus the Jets because the way Jamar went off last week, they might try to show him a little more attention. So Higgins might tee off.
Okay.
I also like Kelsey bouncing back Monday night to be a little bit more dominant, them figuring out his role a little bit better Monday night against Washington. And I finished it up with Atlanta versus Miami for defense. Miami has nothing. It's a bad team. And like I said, Atlanta's defense is better than people think. Y'all check it out. I'm telling y'all, look at the stats.
Yeah, it's funny how I feel like both of our defenses, we're going against the Dolphins, Tennessee, and New Orleans is the other one last week. Who's New Orleans playing this week? The Panthers?
No. New Orleans has...
Oh, they had the division game at Atlanta.
Yeah, Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
That's it, bro. I mean, that's a wrap.
That's the Epi, man. Part 2. Make sure y'all tap in, fitbycaddy.com. Get your workout programs, get your meal plans, get your mentoring.
I'm going to end it with this one this week.
Tap in with me, man.
Y'all check it out.
Oh, you super poking on foes. Check him out. Big faces, now your money on fold.
Part
Check
2.
him out. 5 awards with the new
Good luck.
retros. Check
Y'all
him
hit us
out.
up. Like, subscribe. Follow us on TikTok at My Guys Podcast. My Guys Podcast on YouTube. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Hit me up on Twitch, Extra One. I'm going to start streaming soon.
Oh, yeah, we are. Okay, join.
Check him out. Audemars with your wrist on froze. Check him out. Oh, you can put your team on now. Check him out. Now you say you get your lean on now. Check him out. Keep a banger with one in the chamber. Check him out. Damn, cuz I hope the money don't change.